My child whom heaven watches day and night, come closer. Archangel Michael has been standing beside you, waiting patiently for just 2 minutes of your attention. You've seen the signs, you've felt the tension in the air. That quiet voice in your heart wasn't your imagination, it was heaven calling. Don't ignore this message or scroll away, because your long-awaited blessing has already been approved. If you open your heart to it today, before the night ends, you will receive news that fills your soul with joy. Yes, it's real, and no, it's not coincidence. God has been waiting for this moment. Archangel Michael has been fighting on your behalf for this very second. They chose this exact time because the window is open, but only for a short while. You know the way the world feels still, just before a storm. That's where you are right now. A shift is happening in the spirit, don't you feel it? You're being asked gently but urgently to pause and listen fully to this message. What's coming into your life is not small, it is what heaven calls a divine unlocking. And it begins the moment you say yes in your heart. Messages go out every day, but this one was written with your name on it. You weren't supposed to miss it, you weren't supposed to scroll by. Heaven made sure it reached you because God has something you cannot afford to lose. Think about this, what if this one message was the missing piece? What if your blessing was never denied but only waiting for this very second to fall into place? Archangel Michael isn't here to waste time, he is the warrior of light, and tonight he is delivering the truth to you. Your miracle was never cancelled, it was delayed until this moment. But listen closely, this gateway will not stay open forever. Once it closes, the same chance may not come again. God doesn't shout when he speaks, he whispers. Only those who listen carefully will hear. And he has whispered your name more than once today because this is your moment. This is the final call before your breakthrough arrives. You're not being asked for anything but your faith, just a few minutes of stillness and openness could change everything. And here is what Michael carries in his hands, the blockages that stood in your way are gone. That job, that relationship, that healing, that justice, it's already approved in heaven. But it still needs your agreement. And you agree not with money or effort but with your spirit's yes. Let me ask you this, have you been seeing repeating numbers, waking up at odd hours, feeling restless, having intense dreams? That is not random stress. That is the spirit world trying to speak to you. You were guided here because God has something specific for you, something nobody else could receive in your place. This message is personal, carried by Archangel Michael himself, and you are still on time but just barely. Now let me tell you what has been happening. For months, even years, there has been a battle over your name. While you doubted yourself, dark forces tried to block your blessing. But heaven said no more. Michael raised his sword, cleared the path, and fought for your breakthrough. Your story has been rewritten in heaven's records. Think back over the last week. What fell apart, what didn't make sense? That wasn't failure. It was redirection. It was heaven protecting you. Someone in your family, maybe generations back, prayed for this opening. And now it's here through you. You've suffered, waited, been betrayed and cried in silence. But not one tear was wasted. Every tear was collected and planted as a seed. Now the harvest is ready. You didn't lose time, you didn't fall behind. What looked like delay was God quietly preparing you. He had to remove certain people, close certain doors and hold back certain chances. Not because you weren't ready, but because you couldn't carry your miracle into the wrong crowd. Every no was protection, every pause was preparation. And now it all makes sense. This is your season. The doors that were once locked are opening. The prayers that felt unanswered are turning into testimonies. The peace you thought you lost is being restored. And the love you thought would never come is being aligned for you now. You are stepping into a chapter where clarity replaces confusion, where faith is stronger than fear, and where miracles are not something you wait for, they walk with you daily. Child, don't shrink back, don't question if this is really for you. You have been chosen for this moment. You have been carried into this divine alignment. This is not luck, this is not chance. This is God's timing. And it is perfect. Archangel Michael says, "You are safe, you are protected. The chains that tried to hold you are broken. The battles you thought you lost are victories waiting to be revealed. Stand tall because heaven is on your side." God says, "I have seen every tear, every lonely night, every prayer whispered in the dark. I have not forgotten you, I have not abandoned you. I have been preparing you, shaping you, and strengthening you. And now the time has come. Your blessing is here. Your breakthrough is here. Your name has been spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. And your life will be a testimony to my power and love. So breathe, beloved, receive this word. The shift is not coming, it has already started. Walk into it with faith, hold on to it with trust. And when it shows up in your life, you will know it was heaven all along. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Heaven paused when you did that, angels leaned in waiting for God's command. And in that quiet moment, a new decree was written in your favor. The reason you are reading this now is because that prayer, that tear, that silent surrender opened a door in the spirit realm that no power can shut. You thought nothing happened that night, but everything shifted. You just couldn't see it yet. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them the waiting season is ending. The appointed time has arrived." That's why the resistance felt stronger than ever. That's why the storm seemed heavier these past weeks. The enemy always roars loudest before it is forced to retreat. What you've been carrying is not just pain, it is prophecy pressing through. You've been stretched not to break but to expand. And now heaven says the expansion is complete. Listen closely, beloved, this next part is sacred. God says, "I have not only heard you, I have prepared for you. Before you spoke a word, I had already written the answer. Before you cried, I had already sent comfort. Before you prayed, I had already assigned angels to guard the way." You are walking into something that was prepared before time itself. You're not stumbling forward, you're stepping into a divine alignment that was waiting for this exact moment. Archangel Michael is holding up a vision. He shows me doors swinging open. Some are doors you knocked on before and they stayed shut. Some are doors you never even knew existed. They are opening now, not because of effort, not because of striving, but because of favor. Favor that cannot be explained, favor that will make people ask how it happened so quickly. And you will know it wasn't quick, it was always planned, always protected, always preserved until now. There is a shift even in your relationships. People who drained your energy are being moved out. People who carry divine connection are being drawn in. Do not chase those who left, for they were never meant to hold your blessing. Do not cling to what slipped away, for God allowed it to release so your hands would be free for something greater. What is for you cannot miss you, and what missed you is never truly for you. Your lineage is rejoicing. Someone long before you asked God for the very miracle you are about to walk into. Generations may not have seen it, but you will. Their prayers did not expire, they were seeds planted in eternity, and you are the harvest. You've been carrying weight that wasn't only your own. That's why it felt heavier than others could understand. But you were chosen to break chains, to carry freedom, to shift the course of your family line. And now heaven says the chains are snapping. Pay attention, beloved, strange confirmations will begin to follow you. You may hear your name when no one is around. You may feel a hand of comfort when no one is near. You may dream of places you've never been or people you've never met. That is not random. That is heaven aligning your steps. Every detail is a signpost pointing toward destiny. Trust it, don't dismiss it, don't call it coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence in the language of heaven. God says, I am not only restoring what was lost, I am multiplying what is to come. You thought you would just recover, but I am expanding. You thought you would just survive, but I am giving abundance. You thought you would just heal, but I am making you whole. Every place of loss will become a place of testimony. Every scar will shine as a symbol of survival. Every delay will become a story of divine redirection. Archangel Michael is reminding you faith is the key. For the next 24 hours, hold this word in your spirit. Don't let doubt choke it, don't let fear steal it. Heaven is waiting for your agreement. And as soon as you say yes with your whole heart, angels will move on your behalf. They are already positioned, waiting only for your surrender. Now let me reveal something personal. You will begin to feel lighter. The pressure you've carried in your chest, the weight that pressed on your back will lift. Some of you will even notice a warmth spreading through your body as you read this. That is the presence of God filling you, strengthening you, preparing you. Don't resist it, breathe it in, let it settle, let it stay. Beloved, your life is not ordinary. That restless ache you've carried, that sense of being different, is not a flaw. It is calling. You were never meant to blend in, you were meant to rise, to shift, to lead. And that time is here. The hidden season has ended. The revealing has begun. The tables are turning in your favor. You will see justice where there was injustice. You will see healing where there was sickness. You will see doors where there were walls. You will see peace where there was chaos. You will see miracles where there was nothing but emptiness. This is not imagination, this is fulfillment. And when it comes, it will feel like home. It will not feel forced. It will not feel fake. It will feel like something deep in your soul always knew this was waiting for you. That is how you will know it's real, that is how you will know it's God. So hold your head high, don't shrink anymore. Don't apologize for the blessing. Don't question why you. It's you because heaven chose you. It's you because you were strong enough to carry the fire. It's you because your ancestors prayed and your tears watered the soil. It's you because the prophecy needed a vessel and you said yes even when you didn't realize you had. The wait is over. The scrolls have been unsealed. The gates are open. The mantle is on you. And nothing, not fear, not doubt, not opposition can stop what heaven has released. Step forward, beloved, this is your appointed hour. Don't think small anymore. God sees the vast potential in you, the ripple effect your obedience can create, and the miracle your yes is already setting into motion. You were never meant for ordinary, you were always meant for extraordinary. Every closed door, every delay, every betrayal, every sleepless night, every tear, every silent prayer, they were all part of the preparation. And now the preparation has reached its peak. The old version of you had to be refined, broken down and healed quietly so that the new version could rise fully armored with faith and purpose. Archangel Michael is showing me scenes that you haven't even imagined yet. Doors opening that seemed permanently closed. Conversations that were never supposed to happen are aligning perfectly. Financial provision, spiritual clarity, divine timing, unexpected favor, all of it is converging like a river meeting the ocean. And the beauty of this is, child, it is not dependent on you hustling, pleading, or proving yourself. You just need to remain aligned, stay prayerful, stay expectant, stay willing. Heaven will handle the rest. Now listen carefully. The enemy has no idea what is coming. All the schemes, all the attempts to delay, all the distractions, all the doubts, they will collapse before the weight of heaven. But you must participate in this victory by keeping your heart steady. Do not let bitterness creep in. Do not return to old habits of worry or fear. You must walk in peace even when the air feels tense. This is the new language of your breakthrough, calmness in the storm. You have already been made strong enough to endure what comes, and now you are strong enough to thrive. Archangel Michael says, every prayer you've whispered in tears, every hope you held quietly, every act of faith no matter how small is now ready to manifest. God is taking all those moments and weaving them into a tapestry of triumph. Every relationship that was meant to align with your purpose will come together naturally. Every door that was previously locked is now opening. Every chain holding back your blessing is being broken in secret places by angels. And all of this is happening because your heart said yes. Your willingness to believe even when logic screamed no activated the divine plan. I must warn you gently, child. The enemy will attempt one last push. There will be distractions, tests, and small temptations designed to make you doubt the shift. People may speak words meant to confuse you. Circumstances may seem chaotic for a moment. But this is your cue: stay rooted. Remember the whispers of heaven. Remember that you were chosen. Remember that Archangel Michael has cleared the path and nothing unclean is allowed to touch this season. Your faith is your shield, your obedience is your sword, and your alignment with God's will is your fortress. Right now something invisible is moving in your favor. Someone is thinking of you in the exact way they need to, and the seeds planted months or years ago are beginning to bear fruit. God is orchestrating synchronicities that will make your heart leap in astonishment. Every confirmation, every sign, every timing that seemed random, it is all part of your divine alignment. And the most beautiful part, child, is that you did not earn this by performance, by struggle, or by impressing anyone. You earned it by being faithful in the small unseen places, by surviving when others would have crumbled, by keeping your heart open when the world felt cold. Archangel Michael says, your next level cannot be touched by those unprepared. What is coming is too holy, too powerful, too aligned with destiny to be slowed or stolen. So do not look to the left or the right in fear. Do not question who is or isn't in your life anymore. Release those who were never meant to accompany you into this season. God is doing something new and magnificent, and your focus must remain on the path ahead. It is time to step fully into the identity of someone who walks with heaven's favor, not merely survives on earth. Now hear this. Your breakthrough is not coming quietly. It will feel like a tidal wave of clarity, peace, and love entering your life all at once. It may arrive through people, opportunities, finances, or unexpected connections, but you will know it immediately because it will feel like heaven touching every part of your being. Your spirit will recognize the shift before your mind can even understand it. And the joy will not be fleeting. It is the kind that heals old wounds, restores purpose, and confirms that you were never forsaken. Every ounce of pain, every moment of waiting, every tear you shed, it has all been leading to this divine orchestration. Child, this is your reminder: do not shrink, do not question, do not delay. Walk forward boldly into this new chapter. Archangel Michael is beside you, ready to guide every step. God is orchestrating miracles in ways your mind cannot yet comprehend. The unseen realm is aligning everything in your favor. Your life is about to become the proof of heaven's faithfulness. And you will stand amazed, not because of what you achieved but because of what God accomplished through you. Every promise God has whispered over you is now coming to life. Everything that was stolen, delayed, or hidden will return multiplied. Doors will open effortlessly. People will be positioned for your favor. And the divine blessings meant for your season will begin to overflow. This is not the end, it is the beginning of the manifestation of all that was written for you before you even existed. So step boldly, receive fully, believe without reservation. And never forget, child, that your life is a living testament to heaven's timing, God's power and the obedience that brought you here. You carry something that others cannot see, but heaven sees it. Your destiny has been written in places unseen, in scrolls that have existed before your first breath, and now they are activating. Every moment you felt overlooked, every time you thought life was unfair, it was not wasted. Those experiences were the chisels shaping your character, refining your spirit, preparing you for a level of blessing and authority that the untested cannot comprehend. Archangel Michael is not just standing beside you, he is actively clearing the path, removing invisible obstacles, aligning circumstances and shifting energies in ways that will leave you in awe. And yes, even the ones who doubted you, even the people who betrayed, ignored or underestimated you, their roles are part of the divine design. God is rewriting the story so that every act of faith, patience and endurance you performed in silence now bursts into public favor. Child, this is a moment to recognize your own power. Not pride, not arrogance, but the quiet, undeniable strength that comes from having endured without giving up. That strength is your compass. That strength is your sign that heaven has been orchestrating everything behind the scenes. Every closed door was redirecting you to the right path. Every delay was a timing mechanism. Every disappointment was a teacher. And now the harvest season begins. Archangel Michael is showing me visions of doors opening, tables being prepared and rooms filling with opportunities. Opportunities not just to succeed but to fulfill your divine purpose. Those who once seemed distant will suddenly appear in your life, not to challenge you but to confirm your place in the destiny God has written for you. And it will not be small, it will be bold, unmistakable, undeniable. God says, child, your faith has positioned you. Your perseverance has placed you. Your silence has preserved you. You are ready to receive what has been reserved for you since before time began. This is your moment to step into authority over your life, not to control others but to align fully with the divine flow. You will find doors opening without force, people approaching you with favor without effort and circumstances bending to meet the vision God has planted in your heart. What you prayed for in whispers, what you longed for in secret, what you dreamed in nights of solitude, all of it is aligning. And yet it will not feel accidental. You will recognize the hand of God in every detail, in every smile, every conversation, every unexpected opportunity, every divine intersection. Beloved, God is reminding you that your role is not just to receive but to reflect. What you are being prepared for is not just blessing for you, it is blessing that will ripple outward. Lives will be touched, spirits healed, hearts restored through the obedience you show now. The breakthrough is not just personal, it is generational. Archangel Michael is revealing that your yes today unlocks doors for your family, your community, and for souls yet unborn. The spiritual impact of your alignment will be felt in ways that you cannot yet quantify, but the heavens are aware and your angels are rejoicing. Your labor in faith, your perseverance in hope and your endurance in love will now produce results visible in the natural realm, mirrored by the spiritual victories you have already won. Child, I must tell you clearly, nothing in your life can remain the same. The old patterns, the old disappointments, the old fears they cannot enter the new season that God is bringing. They will attempt to whisper, they will attempt to pull, they will attempt to distract. But you are armed with discernment now. You are armed with clarity. You are armed with the faith that says, no, I will not step back, no, I will not return to the old, I will rise. Archangel Michael is reinforcing your borders. The enemy's attempts are futile. The divine shield surrounds you. And as this new chapter unfolds, you will move with confidence knowing that every step, every decision, every breath you take is under divine guidance. Even when the world seems chaotic, your spirit will remain anchored. You will walk through life with a calm that speaks louder than the noise around you, a confidence that is undeniable and a presence that radiates light into the darkest spaces. God says, "Beloved, you are no longer running from your purpose. You are stepping into the fullness of who I created you to be." Every scar, every tear, every disappointment, every delay has been part of the preparation for this divine moment. The world may not understand and some may even question, but their confusion is the confirmation that you are on the right path. I am with you and I will never leave your side. You are marked, you are chosen, you are equipped. And everything that was once hidden is now emerging into light. Archangel Michael is showing me another vision, a river of blessings flowing, a pathway cleared, a table abundant and a crowd of witnesses who will testify to your rise. And the most beautiful part, you didn't have to strive for it. You didn't have to manipulate it. You only had to remain faithful, obedient and expectant. The divine timing has arrived. Your yes is the key that unlocks the final doors. Beloved, take a deep breath and feel the weight lifting. The heaviness is gone. The burdens are removed. The pain is transformed into purpose. And the spirit within you is awakening to its full potential. Angels are moving ahead, preparing the ground, clearing the roads and aligning encounters. The blessings are tangible. The opportunities are real. The favor is inevitable. And you, my child, are the receiver, the vessel, the chosen one to walk in this new season of abundance, authority and divine alignment. Step forward now with courage. Step forward now with peace. Step forward now knowing that the heavens have decreed it and nothing can stop what God has set into motion for you today. God says, you were never meant to live under the weight of others' opinions or the echoes of past betrayals. Every shadow you've carried, every wound you've nursed, every fear that whispered you were unworthy, those chains are breaking now. Not because the world changes but because your heart has aligned with truth. Your light can no longer coexist with falsehood, and that is why what was hidden for so long is now emerging. Every seed you planted in faith, every tear you shed in secret, every moment you trusted when no one else would, they are blossoming now. The harvest is arriving and it cannot be stopped. Take a deep breath and feel that stirring in your chest. That is not anxiety, that is confirmation. That is your spirit syncing with the divine orchestration that has been set for you. Archangel Michael says, every step you take from this point forward is being guided. Every door that opens, every conversation that shifts, every opportunity that aligns, it is a reflection of heaven moving on your behalf. This is why you are noticing small signs lately, subtle shifts in the air, moments where your intuition feels stronger than ever before. That is the realm of the unseen coming into alignment with your now. God continues, child, release the need to fix what was never yours to hold. Release the people who drained your light and the experiences that attempted to diminish your spirit. Those moments served as the refining fire, but they are not meant to accompany you any further. The path ahead requires a clean slate, a heart unencumbered by old grief and old guilt. The weight that has been lifted from you was not given to you by chance, it was a divine transaction. Heaven took the pain so you could walk lighter into your next season. You are not walking into the unknown, you are walking into a landscape that has been mapped by me, orchestrated by me and written with your name from the foundation of creation. And now the atmosphere around you is changing. You may feel it as a subtle warmth or a sudden clarity, a lightness in your chest that feels unfamiliar. That is Archangel Michael moving unseen barriers, cutting cords that no longer serve your purpose. That is heaven creating space for the blessings, doors, and people that were always intended to intersect with your destiny. There is a wave of divine favor that is entering your life, and it does not require proof, it does not require performance, it only requires acceptance. Accept it, stand still, open your heart fully, say yes silently but with conviction, because heaven is listening and moving in response to your agreement. God says, your covenant is not delayed. It is arriving in perfect timing. What was held back was never rejection, it was protection. And protection has now completed its work. You will begin to notice opportunities that seem too perfect to be coincidence, connections that feel predestined, words spoken to you that resonate deep in your soul. Every alignment that happens from this point forward is sacred and intentional. You will not be left to figure it out alone. Angels are orchestrating your steps, removing the invisible obstacles that previously blocked your path and guiding you into experiences designed to uplift, restore and confirm your divine purpose. Heaven is clearing the old, making way for the new. God says, expect clarity in places that once felt chaotic. Expect guidance in areas where you felt lost. Expect favor in rooms you never thought you'd enter. Expect people who recognize your worth and opportunities that reflect your true value. You are moving into a season where the atmosphere itself conspires to bring you into alignment with what has been written for you. This is why your heart feels different. This is why the old distractions no longer satisfy you. The season you are leaving required effort and striving. The season you are entering requires surrender, faith, and alignment. The blessings are already on the way, and your only role is to remain open and obedient. And then there is a stirring inside you, a subtle insistence, a rising sensation that cannot be ignored. God says, that is your soul waking up to its purpose. That is confirmation that you were created for far more than survival. You were created to thrive. You were created to rise above what once held you captive. You were chosen to walk into your inheritance fully equipped and fully aligned. Your breakthrough will not be a whisper, it will be undeniable. It will be seen, it will be felt, and it will be recognized. But it will also be quiet in the way heaven moves, effortless, fluid, unstoppable. Receive it, do not resist it, accept it fully. The old patterns, the old limitations, the old fears, they are not yours to carry anymore. Release them. And finally God says, you are being positioned for your most sacred season yet. A season where love, peace and abundance meet your obedience. Where relationships are balanced, where doors open without strain, where your work, your purpose and your light intersect in perfect harmony. The old doubts will fade because your spirit now sees what your eyes could not. Your new reality is here, but you must remain present. You must continue to walk in faith, to listen for my whispers and to follow the path that has been prepared. You are sacred, you are chosen, you are deeply loved, you are ready. Now rise and step fully into what has been waiting for you. You were always enough, you were always worthy, you were always powerful. The trials, the tears, the nights of doubt, all of it prepared you for this exact moment. God sees everything you endured, every silent struggle, every tear shed when no one was watching. Each was a seed planted in the soil of your heart, and now that soil is fertile. Growth, healing and abundance are taking root. And as you read this, feel it in your bones. That stirring in your chest, that lift in your spirit, that quiet excitement in your soul, that is heaven confirming you are aligned with what is coming. Your life is no longer dictated by delays or disappointments. Every door that once slammed shut was simply God's way of preparing the right door to open. Every friend who walked away, every opportunity that seemed lost, every plan that failed, they were all part of the divine choreography that led you here. And now the movement of heaven is undeniable. You will witness shifts that are not of your making. Situations will bend, people will change, the atmosphere around you will be altered by the alignment God has placed on your life. You will walk into rooms and find favor where you least expected it. You will speak and be heard. You will act and the universe will respond. Because this is not coincidence, this is divine orchestration. Archangel Michael has been stationed over you, clearing paths that you could not see, guarding your destiny from forces that sought to delay it. That heaviness you carried, the pressure you felt, the invisible battles, you were never alone. Every unseen conflict in the spiritual realm was fought on your behalf. And now the victory is manifesting. Feel it, beloved, the heaviness lifts. The doors open. The chains fall. The promises that were whispered over your life for years are breaking into your reality. You are stepping into a season where your prayers will move mountains, where your faith will ignite miracles, where your presence alone will shift environments. This is your time to rise. But rising is not just about movement, it is about transformation. God is rewriting your story. Every lie that tried to define you, every insult, every failure, every voice that told you, you can't, all of it is being undone. And in its place, God is instilling strength, courage, clarity, and purpose. You are no longer a spectator in your life, you are the orchestrator walking in divine authority. The fear that once whispered lies in your ear will be silenced. The doubts that once shackled you will be dissolved. And the love, favor and peace that have been waiting will now find you fully open and receptive. Look closely, beloved. There are people, opportunities and doors in your immediate future that will seem like miracles, because they are. But their arrival is not by accident, it is because you have persisted, because you have remained faithful, because you have trusted even when the path was unclear. Heaven is responding to your obedience. The timing, the sequence, the alignment, all of it is orchestrated. And as you walk in it, remember your destiny is not just for you. Every move, every decision, every moment of faith impacts generations, touches souls and inspires hearts. You are a conduit for blessings that ripple far beyond your vision. The next phase is about release. Release the pain, release the guilt, release the expectations of others. Release anything that does not honor the sacred calling within you. In its place, accept love, peace, favor, abundance and connection. God is filling every empty space with what was always meant for you. You are stepping into a rhythm that the world cannot create. You are stepping into a life designed by heaven itself. Your creativity, your influence, your gifts, all will flourish like never before. You are no longer confined by past mistakes or limitations. You are free to soar, to create, to love, to impact. Every area of your life is now under divine orchestration. Every prayer you whispered in secret is being answered in ways you couldn't have imagined. Every tear that fell unnoticed is being turned into testimony. Every struggle you endured is becoming a cornerstone of your triumph. Archangel Michael whispers in your spirit, you are chosen, you are protected, you are equipped, you are favored. You are about to witness the fulfillment of what was promised before your birth. The chains are breaking. The gates are opening. The blessing is flowing. Step into it fully, without hesitation. Receive it without fear. Walk forward without doubt. Your miracle is active. Your destiny is in motion. Your purpose is clear. And nothing can stop what God has ordained for your life. This is the fullness of your calling. This is the manifestation of your faith. This is the season where everything aligns in your favor. And as you embrace it, know this, your story, your impact, your light are eternal. Rise, beloved, rise fully, rise boldly, rise freely. The heavens are celebrating you now, and your new beginning unfolds with every breath you take. Amen.